Floors was built in the 1720s on the land the First Earl of Roxburgh acquired from England's king. But it wasn't until the early 1900s that the castle's interiors were transformed into the elegant rooms we see today. And that was all thanks to a glamorous American heiress. Mary Goelet, known to all by her middle name May, had just married into the family, swapping swinging Manhattan for this sedate corner of Scotland.
Billiard room and rather a wonderful painting of Duchess May in 1896. So it was before she married my grandfather.
Okay.
So this would have been her as one of the great New York beauties.
Duchess May was said to be the richest American heiress of her day. She brought a jaw-dropping dowry of $20 million to the family. That's over $500 million today. She typified a new breed, joining noble European families and reviving their fortunes. Wealthy Americans happy to exchange some of their New World riches for an aristocratic title.
Certainly up until probably the Second War, there were certain families that maybe you were expected to marry into and others that didn't cut the mustard, as it were.
But in this new climate, May had her pick of aristocratic bachelors, including a German prince and a relative of mine, the 9th Duke of Manchester, William Montagu. Instead, though, she was swept off her feet by a certain Scottish duke and his romantic castle. That was really that era that these American heiresses came over to the UK to find a title, basically,
yep.
to put it bluntly. But they had new money. Is that right?
Yeah, very much so.
Because I get asked all the time. My husband said, people ask, "Oh, you've married an American heiress," as a joke, and he says, "She is an American, but definitely not an heiress."
You got part of it right, but not the whole story.
Exactly.
Yes, no, that happened a lot around the turn of the century. A lot of American heiresses did come over, and they set off very definitively with the purpose of finding a British or European aristocrat to come and marry. The great story with my grandma was that she married actually for love.
May followed her heart to the wilds of Scotland to embrace a very different pace of life than the one she'd have known in New York or London. Duchess May did not only bring her checkbook. A prolific art collector, she brought many treasures with her, including one of her New York family's heirlooms that turned out to be rather special.
This was in the family ownership, the Goelet family ownership.
So this wonderful tapestry actually came from New York?
Correct. I think it was wrapped up, and they just thought it was an old rug. And so her brother said, "Right, well, you can take that. We'll let you you can take that over to Scotland," which is what they did. So this depicts the day of Pentecost, and what's remarkable about it is the quality of the thread and the colours that still exist in this day and age from something that was late 15th century.
Now there's wealth, and then there's mistaking 15th century museum-grade tapestries for old rugs wealth.